Love is patient. Love is kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongdoings. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love always wins. Good morning, collective. I am Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. Whoever you are, you were such a gift to your family. There's something very special about your DNA, okay? You might have been able to do something that you don't even remember, but you might have been being observed from birth. Because, a lot of people, especially if you grew up in a vulnerable community where a lot of people in the community got medical help and resources, from the government, meaning you were born in a hospital and they could take the babies out the room back then, even when they were chipping babies and doing all of those mind control experiments through kindergarten in their institutions because you went to public school or school somewhere where the government had control over things. Whoever you are, you could have been being observed. Your blood could have been monitored, your genes, your genetics. Doctors could have been taking bribes of money to test you with vaccinations and different things, wherein they might have run tests that you or your parents might have been unaware of. Okay. You could have done something when you was a child, like stood in front of the stove and literally all the burners popped on without you touching it, and you might have like freaked out or just something crazy like that. You might have some kind of ability that you might not even remember. It's given me the energy of, and I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. Do y'all remember the sister that they took her cells and used it to cure a whole bunch of diseases? And it's still curing diseases to this day. They used it to make medicine without her permission. And she was being treated in the hospital in Baltimore. Y'all all know who I'm talking about. Henrietta Lacks. There it is. Okay. I had to set my brain on search for a minute. Y'all all are familiar with Henrietta Lacks. And y'all remember how they utilized her cells without her permission, right? Now, I'm wondering if somebody in her family, maybe even an elder or someone, I'm wondering if somebody might have been approached by someone in the government or a scientist, because a lot of people have always been studied. They've always been during doctor visits, unbeknownst to you, taking your blood and taking cells and samples of your DNA without you knowing it, and being aware of your organs and things like that. That's been going on for the longest, without your permission, right? They've been studying you all and testing different medications and medicines, poisoning water, poisoning the air, conducting all kind of studies right under your nose. I'm wondering now if Henrietta Lacks had an older person in her family that maybe somebody might have paid off to give her something that could have made her sick and been giving them access to her in some kind of way. You just never know. You just really, really never know, because she became a science experiment to these people. And she had to keep going in for these people to keep researching her, claiming she had, I think, cancer or something. But now I'm starting to wonder because, they can give you something that can cause cancer in your body. I'm wondering if somebody in her family, an elder, could have took some money under the table to help facilitate with that. I'm curious because whoever you are, you're a gift to your family. You're a gift to your family because you have some kind of uh, spiritual ability, and it's something about your DNA too that's very unique. And there's an elder in your family that was made aware of this when you were a baby or when you were a child. So I don't know if they were monitoring your whole bloodline, watching you, taking blood samples, or doing different things. But either way, there was an elder in your family that was completely made aware of you being special and having a certain type of DNA, and instead of, maybe you can heal, maybe you have the ability to put your hands on things and heal them, or it's just something about things that you connect with. Something special happens with anything that your energy mingles with or touches or anything you do. These people have been tracking light inside of people and energy and studying people from a distance for in their habitat or communities for a very long time to see how things react to you. So maybe they just noticed something when you were a child. Maybe they noticed certain things that happen every time you interact with people, places, and things. They might have noticed something, a pattern. Okay. Instead of this elder taking it as a gift from God to be blessed with someone with unique DNA and gifts in the family, and blessing you and protecting you, this elder spit in the face of God, basically, and sold you off to science. You might be a person that might have ended up in your older years in some form of a gangstalking program. uh, this elder behind the scenes was a puppet master in your life, in your relationships, running around making offers to people from the time, I guess, you started dating, uh, to make sure that they would be able to always control you and have access to you, so that they could control your locations, your environment, to make sure you never move away or separate from the family. They needed you isolated, and they needed you in a certain position where the people that wanted to study you would have access to you. And how this elder achieved this was because when you were a child, of course, you're bound to your parents or whoever's responsible for raising you. But once you become older and you date and move out on your own or go out there in the world, they might lose control of you. You might get to moving around too much. You understand? Or make too much money and be able to move around and be independent. So this elder has been seeking to control you and your movements and the money you can make through your relationships by trying to control who you could date, marry, or be with from behind the scenes, by controlling the people that you dated without you even knowing that they were behind the scenes, calling the shots with whoever you had children with or a child with, or whoever you dated or got in a relationship with. There was an elder in your family that was behind your back, working with people you were in relationships with, telling them how to handle you, and to make sure that they had control over you at all times. And if you broke free of that person and healed from any form of abuse, and got too independent, they would watch and send someone toward you or wait to see who you were going to connect with next. And they would make them some kind of offer that your last person had, and they would pay them off to try to bind themselves to you through a child, through marriage, through something wherein they could control you as well. This is what this elder was doing in order to allow the people that they made a deal with to have access to study you. If someone was told to poison your food to make you sick so that you could go to a particular doctor, and that doctor would be able to get blood from you and samples and give you different things that they would be testing on you. It was all in the name of science and studying you. Anything that they were doing throughout the years to you, there were scientists in the background that were studying your reaction to stress, your reaction to pain, emotional, physical. If they gave you things, did things to you, you were a scientific study your entire life. Okay, you were a scientific study your entire life, and it was because of this elder in your family that decided to control you through your relationships once you got to an age where they knew you would be too independent and take off with your energy and your DNA. Okay, right now, this was a spiritual violation that occurred. Why this karma is about to happen to all these people. Okay, your elder basically spit in the face of God because you were a gift that was supposed to heal your family, that was supposed to bring in a new way of thinking, a new way of doing things, lighten a pathway to a heart chakra activation that would lead your family on a new path of healing, abundance, and prosperity that would help everybody to come up. But instead, this person decided for their own self gratification and their own greed to restrict you and to cause problems throughout your entire life so that they could line their own pockets and be wealthy. Okay. Fast forward to today. Fast forward to today. Uh, this person should have had gratitude for the gift that you were to your family. You're a healer. I don't know how you do it, but you are some form of a healer. Whether you can heal through the mind with your words and allowing and helping people to see things a different way with your words, with your psychology. Maybe you have a certain way of being able to explain things to people in a way that they can understand it, or maybe you have an ability to make people see something or even see themselves, or maybe you can put hands on people and move energy and heal them, or maybe just you being in the house, everybody does well financially and everybody is healthier and has energy because so much energy is coming up out of your body that it goes into everybody in your environment, and everybody prospers when you're around. Okay. There are some people that are like that, where your energy is so great that wherever you work, whatever family you're a part of, whatever woman or man you're connected to, they start to thrive. It doesn't even have to be a sexual relationship. It's just them being within the vicinity of you and your words and the energy when you touching food and you touching things that they're interfacing with, or your energy literally is making people prosper. That's how potent your energy is. And you were a blessing to your family. You were the blessing in your family. And this elder tortured and tormented and took your youth away in painful relationships by bribing people behind the scenes to do things in the name of science, so that they could study your energy under pain, under stress, under emotional duress, under abuse. They wanted, just like in the movie Monsters Inc., where they were using fear to scare the children and use that energy to build a city. That was real talk right there. That was something real. You understand? Using fear to extract energy, even though you could get 10 times that amount of energy with love. But some psychopath thought it was a better idea. Some militant left brain thinking person, maybe if we torture them, we can get more energy faster instead of loving them. And it's that psychology that throughout your life, these scientists have been doing through this family member, finding ways to torture you and abuse you financially and in love and relationships. Okay. You were not to receive love You were to be in karmic, low vibing relationships where you would be emotionally abused. Your self esteem was supposed to be low. You were supposed to be in poverty, stressed out at all times, and they wanted to study. They wanted to study off of your pain, the energy that comes out of you as a result of you living a bad life. That's what they wanted. Now, there's karma afoot for a lot of people right now. But let me bring really quick. So this elder in your family wasn't gracious and didn't have gratitude. There's a relationship that has come to an end here that someone had. This could be this elder or someone else. Someone that couldn't make up their mind about whether or not they wanted to do the right thing. Somebody's in very bad health right now. It could be this insurance underwriter or an elementary school teacher or a worker or a squatter. There's somebody in your neighborhood that's sick right now from attacking you. It's either an elementary school worker, a squatter, or an insurance underwriter. These three energies are coming out very heavy. Okay. These are people that have been doing black magic and death spells, and they are in your community. The professional squatters are people that were paid to live literally right around you so that they could be physically close while they would do spell work to keep your energy low because they don't want you at maximum energy. We all know with gang stalking, part of it is making sure that your vibration doesn't get too high, because when your vibration gets too high in the energy of love, that's what causes your gifts and DNA to come online. You understand? Beyond your five senses, telepathy, and other different abilities start to come online when you're vibrating very high in the vibration of love. That fast vibration causes other DNA that's latent inside of people that have gifts. When it's hitting, that DNA comes online when that DNA is getting hit because of that fast vibration, high vibration of love. So it's their job to make sure anything that raises your vibration is removed from you. That's why you will hear a lot of people that have dealt with gang stalking. You'll hear a lot of them say that certain things that they really enjoy are removed from the grocery store. And every grocery store within a 20-mile radius of wherever they live. In other words, if you eat something, if there's like a particular thing, it doesn't have to be healthy. It just has to be something that really makes you happy. Come on now. Everybody got something that they eat that sends them through the roof. We all have a favorite food. You understand? You will hear a lot of people that have been gang stalked, that have been in this program, tell you that anything that raises your vibration, particularly a specific food, part of the gang stalking is they'll remove that item from that store. They'll get in contact with whoever is the purchaser for that grocery store, and they'll tell them, do not order this item anymore. And they'll go all around that area you live in and clear the shelves of that particular item. And the reason is because they study you, your biofield, and they watch whenever you eat that particular thing, they see your vibration fluctuate and get real, real high. It could just be something that tastes really, really good to you. And it doesn't have to be food. Love of the highest vibration, you being in a marriage or a relationship where you're in love and they're in love with you, and you have sex, and your sex sends you to a very high height because the sex that you have is based out of pure love. That's a big one for them. That's why you have to be in a karmic relationship, because they know that if you're in a loving relationship where both parties are in love and the love is pure, that's another thing that makes your vibration extremely high. And because they study your energy, they watch your biofield and they study your energy to make sure that your vibration doesn't get too high because your gifts start to come online. Okay. So they have to control your relationships. They have to control anything that brings you pleasure. A lot of times, they don't want you to have good friends. This is the reason for the gang stalking and isolation. They don't want you to have family members that you have good relationships with, friendships. They don't want you to be a part of social groups, hence the smear campaigns in churches or in groups or things people you work. They need to make sure, because you're the golden child. Because you're the golden child, they have to make sure that you are surrounded by evil at all times. I know some of y'all remember the Golden Child movie with Eddie Murphy, where they were making sure that this golden child was surrounded by evil in all four corners at all times. And what that's representation of is trying to control the energy field of that golden child, by having these people evil in all four corners doing magic constantly to make sure that that golden child's powers and abilities do not exceed a certain amount, because then they would all be destroyed and conquered. So that is what gang stalking is: the golden child, making sure that you are surrounded by evil in all four corners, surrounding you at all times. That's attacking your love life, your stability, making sure you're never happy, you're not in a happy family, you're not at all times. You have to be surrounded by evil. So this is what they've implemented in your life. Right now, somebody's sick. Now, there's a governor energy here that there is a governor energy here that can no longer execute or move forward with what they were doing. There is a cancer that was working together, that this governor was working with. And I'm wondering if it was Elon Musk. I really, really feel like that cancer that keeps coming out might be Elon Musk. Okay. That was bribing and giving money to this governor to allow for these activities to go on in your community, wherever you live, because they knew it was for the purpose of scientific study they were doing on certain people, that they wanted to make sure your vibration doesn't get above a certain amount. But right now, this governor is unable to control you or how you move, where you live, or whatever's going on. But I got to tell y'all something about something that's coming in the future that people need to really be aware of, because everything is being orchestrated right now to get back control of a lot of your energy, because the world is changing and we're coming under a new world order that's being rolled out and put in place. And these people are unable to harness your energy through the old methods that they were easily able to do during the Piscean age, when a lot of things they were doing were hidden. They were not out in the open or exposed. Some of them were in dogma, religion, in churches, gyms. These are energy harvesting centers, churches, gyms where you exercise and work out, through music, through a lot of different things. These people were able to harness energy. But because everyone is aware, even through relationships, by making secret bribes to men and women that were part of these organizations, to keep you in marriages and relationships where they could sexually attach a spiritual cord to you and get your energy directly. And right now, because everyone's eyes are open and they can see what's being done, and there are too many people that are no longer having to be in relationships due to finances, and too independent, they're unable to access your energy. Too many people are healing right now, and they, in their healing, and in combination with financial opportunities to allow people to be independent, that in the past otherwise wouldn't. Let's just say women in the past didn't have access to resources, money, and tools to be independent. A lot of people were forced to stay in relationships with people that were part of these organizations that were taking these women's energy and utilizing it to feed the monster, so to speak. But because they can no longer control your energy, they have to roll out a new world order and restructure society and find a different way to access your energy now. And that's why this inflation and these mass evictions, trying to make everybody homeless, and all these people losing their jobs, all these people now being laid off, particularly women, particularly women. Um, it's giving the Handmaid's Tale energy. We're losing control. We're not able to access that womb energy anymore the way we used to. So what do? March all the women off their job and cut off their independence. It's giving that type energy. It's men too, but with the energy. And what I'm getting is they're trying to find ways and methods to force the collective of women back into situations where they can have access to your sexual energy again, and you will be forced. Because, it's some people out here, unfortunately, there's some men out here that are obsessed about wanting a woman to need them instead of want them. It's just something about you needing them and not having the ability to separate your energy and protect your energy if you're in an abusive situation. That's what, not all men, but that's what they need to get back into place, to get back to the way things were, where they had access to your energy. I need you to need me so that you won't be able to leave and walk away if I mistreat you. You understand? It's something about that energy right there. With I don't want you to want me and be with me because you want me. I want you to need me and be in a position where you can't just leave me if I start misbehaving. It's that type energy. And you're going to start seeing a lot of things in society. It was a big setup, I'm telling you. When society gives you a lot of free things, sometimes they want to get you codependent to them, governments, even with help, with housing and food, so that you get lax and you won't use it as a stepping stool to become independent, because the person you give the power to feed you, you also give the power to starve you as well. So if somebody keeps giving to you, 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 after a while, you get so comfortable, you feel like you don't have to become independent because they got it. I know I'm good. I've been comfortable for years. Ain't nothing going to happen to the system. Instead of using it as a launching pad to quickly find a way to figure out your situation so you have your own separate independence where no one can take it away from you. You understand? It's a trap. It's a trap. So this governor is no longer going to be able to benefit from this cancer energy, which I feel like is Elon Musk, to allow the things that have been orchestrated wherever you live at to go on in the community, in churches, in certain organizations. They've been in police forces. Now, there is some captain here that I'm picking up on that might have been in an energy of indecision. I'm picking up on a captain. This could be a police captain, but they're separate over here because it's giving the energy that in someone's community, they were doing some kind of gang stalking and following you, trying to unalive you or hurt or harm you. And there may be like a captain, a police captain, or someone that stood their ground and might have told these people no, that they were not going to participate or assist. Whoever this captain is that stood their ground to these people, they started to spiritually attack this captain in someone's community. There was actually a police captain that stood their ground, and this elementary school worker, these squatters, and this insurance underwriter or agent energy in your community, they started spiritually attacking this police captain. And they lost a lot of sleep and had a lot of sleepless nights being spiritually attacked by these energies in the community. Okay. But they stood their ground, and they did stand on business in not allowing these people, they were not able to stop them completely, because I mean, it's only so much that they can do trying to have some integrity on their own, but also they've got their own family and their own life to live. And this is what these animals do. And whoever this captain is, they made their life very hard and very difficult. So this captain, I don't know if at some point they were like, okay, I'm just gonna back off a little bit, but I'm still gonna do my job. This captain was able to slow down whatever these people were doing in your neighborhood and community against you. That's what I'm picking up on. There is some kind of captain here. I don't know, it could be a police captain or something. They were able to slow down and thwart the people that were coming and driving in someone's community to create imbalances. And they spiritually attacked this captain, this elementary school worker. And that leads me to this next download that I need to tell you all real quick. These people that are implants in different neighborhoods and communities, there's a new level of warfare going on right now. You know how back in the day, they used tactics such as missionaries with the Bible pushing their version of Christianity into countries all over the world, to infiltrate the people and to infiltrate the mind, for a mindset of colonization, to reinforce a mindset of inferiority by going all over the world and presenting Christianity with Jesus as a very light, pale white man or European man, like Northern European at that, with blonde hair. And by placing that image all over the world, it infiltrated the psychology of the masses of races all over the world in a standard of beauty where that Swedish blonde, very pale skin look, not even Southern Europe, but like, y'all know what I'm talking about. That became the standard of beauty all over the planet in all races and cultures. That was a tactic that was used to infiltrate and mind control the masses. So in present day, because those type of infiltrations and tactics are easily and readily identified, and people in all cultures are now learning to love themselves and appreciate themselves, and appreciate their own cultures and their own spirituality. And now that that spell has been broken and people are not afraid of their own spirituality, and everybody is not falling under the same religion and the same brainwashing that if you don't have blonde hair and pale skin, then you are inferior because this is what God looks like. That whole thing is over. So they've got something new going on here, a new way of infiltrating. The same way they have these squatters as plants in every community that they're going to surround people of the light, to keep your energy down, to stop you from reaching certain heights vibrationally, by implanting squatters. A big part of this is immigrants, okay? And I'm not saying this to degrade anyone or to spread hate, but what I'm saying is the truth. And this is, I have no cut cards tarot, so you can take it or leave it. The new way of infiltrating is by bringing a lot of immigrants in. of all races and colors now, okay, that are already in an energy of desperation financially, that will do anything for money, and using them to organize them, squatters around you, and subsidizing them with housing and food. And that is their new military, in a sense, spiritual military. Because what the spirit was showing me is the same way when this captain stood their ground and said they didn't want to participate in allowing someone to be chased down, gang stalked, and killed on their watch. The same way this captain tried to stand their ground, and they activated these implants that are in your neighborhood, these squatters. And I'm getting a lot of immigrants, okay? I'm getting a lot of immigrants. The same way these squatters and this elementary school worker and insurance underwriter got activated to attack that, I think, a police captain. They started spiritually attacking, maybe even doing death spells on a police captain to try to drain his energy. That's militarized spiritualization. That's how you infiltrate communities, by saturating all the communities that you want complete control of with people that do high level witchcraft and spell work, and planting them in these communities, and also subsidizing their housing and food. And they will sit at home all day and night and do spell work. And if they want to push a button on a person in the community, like a mayor or a police captain, or just any official person in that community that does not want to cooperate with them, they'll push a button and have these people spiritually start attacking that person's whole life. You understand? So it's like infiltration. You understand? Now, there are a lot of immigrants that were flooded in the country right before Trump came in office, that came from all over the world, okay? But some of these immigrants came from South America. Now, immigrants came from everywhere. Don't get me wrong. Haiti, Africa, South America, China, in boatloads. They came from China, everywhere. But more specifically, I'm getting South America, okay? Different countries in South America. This is the download that I got, because it was, and they showed me something in the cards about this. To resolve the issue now with the influx of immigrants that came in the country, they want to dispatch huge amounts of immigrants into different countries. And I noticed they were trying to get these African countries to open their doors and to take 250 South American immigrants. Like, just take 250 of them, and y'all take this, and y'all take that. We give you U.S. aid. This is the download I got. Because they can no longer infiltrate using religion to colonize the mind and to find ways to control people, they're implementing a tactic where they have undercover spiritual cells of immigrants that they want to drop in certain countries, that they want to put in certain areas where they can get firmly planted, and they're going to form little cults and covens and start infiltrating by spiritually attacking officials and people in the government and communities spiritually, until they can fully infiltrate certain communities and countries. And the people that are already from and in those countries that are not doing well financially, they will have undercover people making offers to them to work together with these immigrants to do spell work. And they will subsidize them and make sure they have enough aid and food while they're in those countries. Because especially if certain collective of women are leaving America and escaping and going all over the place, and they can't track your energy and your DNA, and they can't hold on to you, and y'all all just start dispersing and getting away from them. This is their way of trying to track you down and find ways to infiltrate certain areas so that they can continue with this spiritual work. This was a straight download I got. Listen, what the hell does struggling countries in Africa that are still trying to gain a footing and work out their own problems with the poor? You have the wealth class, but you still have people that are struggling financially in their own countries. What the hell would you be importing 250 immigrants from El Salvador or from any South American country and dropping them in that country? What for? What sense does that make at all whatsoever? And nothing against them, but what the hell do they have to offer immigrants from South America? If there's work to be done and labor and jobs, it needs to be for the people that are already in that country looking for jobs and opportunities. What would be the purpose of dropping 250 people from different South American countries into an African country like Uganda or any of these other African countries? What's the reason that any American president or politician would be gaslighting the presidents of African countries to allow South American immigrants to go live there? They don't have a welfare system. They don't have food stamps or housing. Why would you drop immigrants from South America into an African country? Think about it for a minute. Why the hell would you need, in specific countries where a certain group of women might be going to? There are a lot of women that are leaving America, a lot of men and women, but a lot of women are fleeing America right now. And they're taking their energy with them. And all of this is energetic. And they want to study your DNA and continue to energy harvest from you. And they had a system in place, but that system has fallen apart now. So you're leaving and going all over the world now. And they want to have cells in specific countries and places so that they can keep something going. They can find a way to infiltrate certain areas where the energy is. And these people are going to be doing the spell work again, undercover, because they don't have food stamps or housing. So how are they going to survive? Because if there are jobs, those jobs are going to go to the people that are from that country. So explain to me why South American immigrants need to be in an African country. Who's going to provide food and shelter and jobs when a lot of these countries are poor and need it for their people? Where's the logic in this? Oh, don't worry, we'll give US aid. We'll provide for them. We'll make sure that they have food. We'll make sure that we'll give aid and assistance to your country if you can take these immigrants. This is the new way of infiltrating different countries all over the world to make sure they put their people there. These are people that are going to be orchestrating covens where they're going to be doing spell work again. Yes, they are. The same way they spiritually militarized against this police captain or whatever this captain energy is in your community because they wouldn't play ball. Once they get these immigrants comfortable in these countries, oh, don't worry, we'll provide food for them. We'll take care of them. They're going to use those immigrants to work together with people that are struggling financially from those countries already that are in need. And they're going to form covens there and have them start doing spell work and working on any officials or any government officials to infiltrate them using spell work. The same way they've infiltrated us in our communities with the gangstalking here. Because there's no other reason to drop a bunch of South Americans, nothing against South Americans, but there's no reason to drop 250 South Americans in an African country already struggling. They cannot infiltrate using religion anymore. This is their new way of infiltrating. These are spiritual sleeper cells that they want to put into place so that they can get their shit started again. Let me tell you real quick, I'm getting ready to jump into the read, but there's one more thing I want to explain. I get very vivid, not even downloads. I get, my third eye is open. They show me movies of things going on, literally. Years ago, many years ago, I owned a home in Prince George's County, Maryland. Okay. And that neighborhood, years after I had moved on from there, I was shown a vision, and they showed me in that very same neighborhood, in the house that I used to own there. It was someone else living there. It was like in the future. Okay. Now, we all know Prince George's County, Maryland, that's a Black county. Okay. A very wealthy one, or at one time it was known as one of the wealthiest Black counties in America. And what they did is, in the vision, what they showed me was there was a truck that pulled on the street that I used to live on. Okay. And y'all know it's like a flatbed truck, but without the container on the back. You know how you can drive one of those container trucks, but when you remove the container, it's just the truck with the flat part. So in the vision they showed me, it was one of those trucks, but the container wasn't on there. Instead, it was a whole bunch of cages. There were a whole bunch of these cages on these trucks. And then there were a whole bunch of, they looked like they were South American men. Okay. And this is not an attack on South Americans, but this is what the spirit showed me, the vision. It was a whole bunch of men that looked to be South American. Okay. I don't know what country they were from, but that's what they looked like. All of them had military guns, machine guns, and equipment. Okay. And they were going from door to door, and they were knocking on the door. And when they opened the door, I saw them grabbing and snatching Black people out of their homes and pointing the guns and marching them up to the truck. And it's like they were commissioned by the government to do this. They actually had badges, and they were marching people out of their homes, and they were forcing them into these cages that were on the back of this truck. And they were speaking in a language, it sounded like Spanish, or even a more native tongue than Spanish, because, you know, that's not their original language. There are a lot of different languages from South American countries that are not Spanish. Spanish came from Spain. But whatever language they were speaking, they were talking amongst each other, and they were marching. I saw, and this is Prince George's County, I saw them all holding guns and marching people out of their homes, going from house to house to house, and they were forcing them into cages. And then they would move down like a garbage truck. They're moving down the street and walking people up out their homes with guns. And they were commissioned by the government. That was a very vivid dream. And that was not dream. That was an actual vision. That wasn't even a dream. And even when I came here to Georgia, the first home that I bought here in Georgia, when I was living in that home, they showed me another vision in the neighborhood I was living in at that time. And you know, all those blue camera lights now that they're putting on every corner in certain neighborhoods and communities. You know the light with the blue, the camera with the blue thing. This is before they started putting those cameras out with that blue light on every corner. They showed me a vision of it, and they showed me those cameras with that bright blue light that messes with certain. It messes with your neural. It messes with you neurologically. By the way, that's why they changed the police lights to that color blue. It's supposed to mess with you neurologically. But that blue light, they showed me in a vision, and it was those blue lights were everywhere on every single corner in this community that I was living in. And they told me to move. So I sold my house and I moved. And this was many years ago, many years ago. And now here we are years later, and those blue lights are in that neighborhood. And now they're in the neighborhood I'm in right now. Those cameras, they're putting them up on every corner with the little blue lights on them. And of course, it's for surveillance, but it's just showing me the new world order that is literally being put in place. They just wanted me to see that. And the neighborhood I used to live in, now those same lights are everywhere. When they showed me that vision, there were no cameras over there at all whatsoever. But the spirit told me, they said, when they showed me the vision, they said, sell this house and move. And I did. And, you know, I always get a vision or something in advance, and they let me know it's a system being put in place, and you're not going to want to be connected, attached, living nowhere near what this thing is that they're doing right now. That was a vision they showed me, and that was many years. It was over 10 years ago, and now it's everywhere. Okay, so I'm just saying, it's a lot of things that are coming to pass right now. Whoever you are, you're a gift. They wanted to study your DNA. There's an elder in your family. There's no hope for this person. This person came out as a hermit. This person in your family might have a Virgo placement in their chart. Fatality in the reverse. Okay. Whoever you are, this person was no longer able to control you or your progress financially or your relationships, and they sought to unalive you and sacrifice you. But fatality in the reverse, they can't cause you a death. But the fact that they sold you off to be studied by people that wanted to study your DNA, this is why this karma is happening right now. Somebody's very sick right now. It might be this elementary school worker or one of these squatters or this insurance underwriter. But this is who attacked the police captain that did not want to play ball with these people. And this is their new way of infiltration. Their new way of infiltration is by sleeper cells that, oh no, we're just going to we want to help people. We want these people to live here. No, that's their military. That is their spiritual military, that when they're ready to push a button on someone and activate them, they're going to have these people doing spell work on people and death spells. This, when I tell y'all the spiritual battle that I had to go through, I'll let you all know later. But when I tell you the spiritual battle, when they were and the reason that I had to go through the spiritual battle, I had to go through where I'm presently right now, is because God wanted me to see exactly what they were doing and how they were doing it, and how they were going to implement this on a much grander scale all over the world. Because you can no longer, again, utilize religion. Because you can no longer utilize religion to control people. So these are sleeper cells that they're going to use and dispatch in different countries and places so that they can form like a spiritual military and infiltrate governments. That's the new way. It's not missionaries anymore. It's not missionaries. It's by, oh no, can you just take 250 immigrants in your country, those same immigrants that are dropped in an African country are going to be linked up and orchestrated, and or they're going to be organized by somebody in secret with the people that already live in that country that are doing bad. And they're going to use them to spiritually attack people in the government or anyone or place that they want to infiltrate. That's their new thing. Now, before I jump into these cards, let me just pull this governor energy really quick. I have South America. Somebody might be from Nevada. Somebody could be from France. Somebody could be from Utah. Clarify this governor energy. Somebody's West African. Somebody's Filipino. Clarify this governor energy. Somebody could be California. Somebody could be from a USA Northeast state. Someone might be from California. Clarify this governor energy. Cayman Islands. I want you to clarify this governor energy. Someone might be from Switzerland. Someone's West African from Switzerland. Someone could be from a village in France. Clarify this governor energy. Clarify this governor energy if you wish to do so. California. Someone might be Dominican. Somebody might be from an island off the coast of Asia, Africa, Greenland, or Europe. Okay, so Dominican, that's the island. So it's something here about the governor of California. Anything else for this governor energy? Somebody might have a contract with someone from the island of Dominican Republic. Or, they might have a contract with some people from Dominican Republic, from the Dominican Republic, to put some of these sleeper cells in communities and neighborhoods that do spell work, that they activate, that do spell work on people in certain communities. There might be a governor that might have been allowing something like this to go on. They might have some kind of contract with someone or a group of people, or even the government in the Dominican Republic. I know I've been attacked by a bunch of Dominicans doing spell work on me and death spells day and night, day and night. Antarctica. Tell me about California. I have the death card. Something's coming to a complete end, or someone could be a Scorpio. Temperance in reverse. Someone could have Sagittarius. There's an imbalance to something. Something came to a complete end because the spell work is backfiring. So if this was being implemented like in California, or coming from someone connected to California, this gangstalking, this orchestration, it's not working anymore. The spell work is backfiring. The Empress in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Someone could be a Libra. Somebody could have air in their chart, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This could be an older person. They're not working with this person anymore. And a Cancer. So here's your Cancer. So there might have been a Libra and a Cancer here. The Three of Pentacles reverse. Their relationship has ended because their spell work backfired. Someone might be a Libra and someone the Cancer. They had a relationship, a working relationship with someone in California and the governor, but their spell work keeps backfiring on somebody whose energy that they wanted. Yeah. Everything is being returned back to the sender now. Everything is being returned back to the sender. And somebody's stressed out. It could be this Empress in the reverse energy. Yup. The Hierophant, the World card, it's over. This Hierophant might be the governor. Tell me about the Hierophant. Tell me about the Hierophant, the Empress. No, it's you, honey. Oh, baby, you are the Empress Hierophant. This is why these people wanted control over you, because you're powerful. You're strong as hell. You're the Hierophant. You could be a man or a woman. The Empress is very fertile and abundant and has reached a level of self-mastery. Whoever you are, you're some kind of Hierophant energy, and all spell work against you is backfiring right now, and somebody can't even sleep at night. The Queen of Pentacles reverse, that's all those squatters. So they're unable to get your energy from you. I told you, with the New World Order, their new way of infiltrating is going to be to drop immigrants and make deals with presidents of countries. Oh, just let us drop some immigrants in your country. Why would you drop immigrants in a country that doesn't have a welfare system, that doesn't have a way to provide food and shelter, because they have other people in the country already doing bad? What would be your reason for needing immigrants from another country like South America in an African country, and you're not bringing money or wealth there? Definitely not labor, because the people need jobs in the country already. What would be the purpose of dropping South American immigrants in an African country? So that they can orchestrate a spiritual military and infiltrate the government. Tower. So these people are having a tower right now. Whoever this Cancer in California is. Hey, Elon Musk, I know you want our energy. Yeah, I know. You still want our energy. To fuel your AI, to do your little experiments. Yes. So whoever that Empress in the reverse is, they can't get your energy for this Cancer connected to California. So their relationship is over. Tell me about Dominican. Oh, they're not working with this Cancer again with the moon. Also is no longer going to be able to work with somebody that's Dominican or a group of people that's Dominican. The Three of Pentacles reverse. Somebody is being childish. They're gaslighting people. Someone is very cold. They're malicious. Someone is very evil and wicked. Somebody might be saying and speaking something out that's very disrespectful, very angry right now, because they didn't get the results that they expected. Somebody was supposed to get your energy for this Cancer that's connected to California and the governor. Somebody was supposed to get your energy, but they didn't get what they was expecting. This Dominican, or this group of Dominicans that they were utilizing, were not able with their spell work to get your energy or to control you spiritually. And they got clarity, and now they're cursing and they're angry and they're upset because this Cancer has ended their, I guess, working relationship with them and an Empress in the reverse. Tell me about Antarctica. Somebody here, that Cancer again with the Chariot. Somebody cannot move forward and persevere with something. It's something with a bad investment. This type of work. The Three of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles. Something didn't turn out the way they thought it would. These people they hired to do this kind of work by utilizing a lot of people that are the Hermit reverse. These are people that are self-loathing, that have low self-esteem, that oftentimes spend a lot of time at home, that have time to be on this type of time. A Nine of Pentacles. This might be an earth sign that was also a part of this, doing spell work on you. They were supposed to get your energy for this Cancer. They were supposed to get your energy for this Cancer, and they were unable to. What else about Antarctica? The Empress in the reverse is backstabbed and betrayed, because they're still waiting and wanting your energy for their little science experiment, but they can't get away with it. They can't balance a situation. This might have to do with your money and being able to control you financially. Yep. Somebody kept emotionally manipulating. This is a Cancer. Somebody has been gaslighting people and being childish and emotionally manipulative with a lot of people, trying to get your energy connected to Antarctica so that they could take your energy and your essence and your DNA and experiment with it with AI. Yep, and magic. They wanted to use your energy and your light to experiment with AI and to experiment with magic, because your energy is so powerful. Why do you think they need so many people to attack you? And it's just one of you. It's given handmaid tale. It was easy to get a lot of your energy before, back in the olden days. Why? It was easy to get your energy in the olden days because you needed to be taken care of, to eat and survive, especially for a lot of women whose sacral chakra, they want they want access to your womb. So you were in relationships where you needed that relationship. You didn't necessarily want it. You understand? And that's the problem. I'm telling you, they're trying to move things around in such a way that you won't be able to financially provide for yourself in certain countries and certain places. Okay? And you'll be stuck. And if you're stuck, then you'll be forced in a situation where don't nobody have to do nothing for you to get access to your energy, because you'll be desperate for housing, especially if you have children and you depend on them for money, for food, and for shelter. They'll get access to your energy again. That was another download that I got as well. Listen to me very carefully for anybody that's going through illegal evictions. This is what they're going to be doing in the future. Listen up, y'all. Anybody that's a renter. In the future, and they're doing it to some people right now, and I believe they're targeting women that they can't get access to their energy that in the past maybe they've energy harvested from. This is what they're doing. Listen very carefully. It's very similar to what they were doing with AdSense and these YouTube platforms. You can't communicate with the human being while they're stealing your money. It's something like that. Imagine you're a woman and they want your energy and they want access to your energy. Imagine you live somewhere and you're paying rent, right? Listen up, because I saw them doing this to a handful of women already. Your rent has never been late. You pay your rent on time every month, and they have records for it, but suddenly you get an eviction notice. Now, you're like, why do I have an eviction notice? I paid my rent. I have receipts. And now you're contacting your rental company, but nobody is in your rental office. Now there's a phone number and an email address, but you can't reach anyone and get anyone on the phone. You can only email and wait for a response. And no one responds back to you. And you're trying to figure out what in the world is going on. In the meantime, you can't speak to a human being to defend yourself. And they put an eviction on you. And the sheriff and the courts and everybody, they start to execute an eviction and push you out of your place. And you're like, this is not fair. I have proof that I paid my rent and proof of this, that, and the other. The proof is right here. And you still can't make any contact at all with your rental office. You can't speak to anyone directly. Everything is through email. And you got to go on a website. But no one will communicate back with you no matter what. And even if you've paid your rent, and you're emailing and sending proof to them, and won't someone respond to me? In the meantime, that don't got nothing to do with the sheriff and his orders, and he's evicts you and pushes through with it anyway. I know it's a court system, but they have a way around that now. Do you know that's what they're doing to some people right now, and it is illegal as shit? Like the con is the same thing with Social Security. If someone has committed Social Security fraud on you, and it's someone that's a part of their cult, the con is you can never, ever just walk in and make an appointment. They always know way ahead of time before you're coming, so that they can have you talk to a specific person because your name's on a list. And you're going to have a handler there that's going to lie to you. And if you get belligerent or loud with them, they're going to escort you out or arrest you. But you can't speak to somebody. Or if you make a phone appointment to speak about fraud, okay, you can only talk to your handler. But you can never talk to a random person. Everything is controlled. Do you understand what they're doing in the future is they're controlling every way. It's like, may the odds forever be in their favor. They're going to be conducting business in the future to where when you're trying to defend something being done to you, you will never be able to speak with the human being. Everything will be done on computers. But when it comes to them taking action to do something to you, like an eviction or just any proceedings legally against you, they can come at you with full force. And if you try to protest it or anything, no, you have to apply through the system. No, the new system for court, it's online and you have to wait for a turn. No, you have to wait for this. You have to wait for that. It's going to be one-sided. This is how they're going to carry out a whole bunch of illegal crimes against people in order to find ways to control you, by not allowing you to be face-to-face with anybody, to speak with anyone directly, but yet they will be able to evict you, yet they will be able to take things from you and do things in the system legally against you. But for you to defend yourself, or for you to, look, I have evidence right here, I paid all my rent on time, you're not going to be able to make contact with the human, because then they won't be able to deny your claim. Everything is going to be online, and you will not be able to speak with people, and people will not respond to you at all. I'm telling you, this is what they're going to be doing through HOAs when they're taking people's homes. They're going to be, everything is going to be so one-sided. These people are going to be getting away with all kinds of crimes in the future. I'm telling you. The Magician. These people are being released right now because they can't. Right now, they're being released because you're free. Whoever I'm talking to, none of their spell work is working. There's a group of Dominicans here that were doing spell work on you, and all of it has backfired. Okay? Why is North Carolina here? Why is North Carolina here? Yep. Somebody could be from North Carolina, or this could have been going on in North Carolina as well. They didn't meet the expectation. They didn't get what they expected out of this group, this cult. Yep. They were what they were trying to get away with doing to you. This Cancer again. Here goes this goddamn Cancer again that knows about certain specific men and women that have specific DNA and have a certain type of energy that they wanted to isolate and trap so that they could utilize their energy for science, for their own studies, for AI, with that Neuralink and everything else that they do. Yep, they failed. They couldn't do it, so they move into calmer waters. So somebody was from North Carolina that was supposed to be able to get you. Somebody was for Dominican that was supposed to be able to get you, and there was another energy here. Tell me about South America. Watch the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. The Three of Cups. Oh, it was a lot of them. They couldn't create an illusion. So there were some people from South America, it could be any country, that were supposed to create an illusion, a gang-stalking illusion, to put you in fear. These people might have been having their food and housing subsidized and given cars and driver's license to follow you around. Okay? They were in some destructive, reckless energy with you, but they couldn't create an illusion with the Seven of Cups reversed. The Three of Cups, it was a group of them. It was a group of South Americans that was on your ass. And you could be South American. This could be happening to you too. Okay? You're still moving forward and you're not scared. You ain't scared. So it didn't go in their favor. The Sun in reverse. That's who these King of Pentacles reverse will do anything for money. Okay, because you're not in a mental imprisonment about that. So these little energies from South America that they put on your ass to try to gang stalk you, to intimidate you, to make you feel like they were going to do something to you. The King of Pentacles reverse energies. Yeah, they're closed emotionally, and they can't defend. They can't stand their ground with you. It don't make no sense. This Cancer, it don't make no sense. This Cancer hired all these people and put them on your ass for somebody. You got Dominicans, South Americans, and whoever else had came out. And it's for this scientific study in Antarctica. You're going to have to explain again why it makes sense to drop 250 South Americans in an African country. It's not for labor. Oh, but low paid labor. Oh, they don't make no money laboring over there. The people already are looking for jobs, even low paying ones. What they going over there for? There's no food stamps or housing. What they going over there for? You're going to have to explain that one to me. That's their new way of infiltrating countries. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is their new way of infiltrating countries. All right, what is the energy crowning this read? Don't worry, we'll pay you. We'll pay you to just let them be in your country. Why don't you send them back to their country? And I'm not saying that in a mean way, but why did you send them to an African country where they're already struggling? Why wouldn't you just send them? Can you take 250 of them here and 250 in this country and 250 in Kenya and put 250 of them in Uganda and 250 of them in this country? Why aren't you in South America and putting 250 of them in Peru, in Argentina, and in Chile? And you're gonna have to make it make sense for me. Make it make sense. Why you so desperately need to drop 250 South Americans in these little African countries? It looks like infiltration to me. Because there's no reason to drop 250 South Americans in any little African country when you can drop them in a South American country. That's the new way of infiltrating these countries, since you can't do it with religion anymore. And pretty soon they will build alliances with the people in those countries that are not doing well financially, and they'll work together with them because, hey, we're getting money from the government to form these cults and covens to spiritually attack the leaders and the government and infiltrate here. Yeah, I'll go against my country. You putting money in my pocket. I don't plan on staying here. I'm gonna take this money and leave. It's a setup. I'm telling you. That don't even make sense, the spirit told me. It makes absolutely no sense. There's no Section 8. There's no goddamn food stamps. There's no work that needs to go to anybody but the people in those countries. Make it make sense. What is the energy crowning this read? I hope these leaders of these presidents of these African countries are aware somebody's trying to be sneaky. A cancer. There's a cancer trying to infiltrate a place where they can energy harvest from people with a certain DNA. And they're trying to get them in there so that they can start doing spell work in secret and harnessing and pulling their energy. I hope these presidents of this country know somebody's trying to be sneaky. This cancer is trying to be sneaky. What is the energy crowning this read? Yeah, somebody's trying to get away with an illusion. All right, what are the messages, Holy Spirit? What is the energy crowning this read? I can't make it up, man. This cancer won't stay off my table. To win at all costs. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're aware. This person, it's all coming back out. Just like in my pre-shuffle over the weekend. Yep. Oh, yeah. Somebody's stressed out because they know that somebody's trying to be sneaky. See, this cancer wants to win at all costs, to find ways to surround people that have certain DNA and certain energy that they want to utilize to fuel AI. And they're trying to infiltrate countries, cities, states, and places because some of y'all are getting out of control and y'all are dispersing and y'all catching on and you're escaping before they have a chance to completely trap you. This cancer wants to win at all costs. And that's why they want to orchestrate something very destructive that will be very destructive in the places where the people that have the DNA and the energy are. And somebody is already aware of this with the Two of Swords reverse. That's the obstacle. The obstacle is somebody's already aware of this orchestration and what they're doing. See, anybody with a brain is going to look sideways at that. Anybody with a brain is going to look sideways and be like, what are you trying to, what? Make that make sense. Why here? There's a whole continent. It's called South America. A whole goddamn continent. This, this is not making sense. Make it make sense. Oh, come on, to help. To help what? Can nobody afford to help nobody? Child, people better wake up. What happened in the recent past? The same way in your community, they attacked that police captain that tried to stand his ground. And the squatters, there were South American squatters, an insurance agent, and who was the other energy on his table? The insurance agent, and it was someone else, an elementary school worker. The same way they spiritually attacked the captain of the police or whoever that energy that stood their ground, and they instantly came together and attacked him. That's what would be done on a grand scale. In the recent past, somebody was in your community doing some heavy, heavy, heavy magic. The Five of Cups reversed. Okay. But they ended up very sad and depressed because you were aware. Whoever you are, you're always ready. Whoever you are, you were already aware that these people were going to spiritually attack you, and you were ready for them. You might have been ready and waiting. You might have already been on your feet doing your chant from side to side, like, hey, yeah, come on. I'm ready. I'm ready. What you got? You were already ready for this attack. You stay ready so you don't got to get ready. This Queen of Wands in reverse, someone could be a fire sign, got her army together spiritually, okay, and came in your community and neighborhood and launched death spell after 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 death spell. They're not attacking you right now because they're exhausted. If there's anybody out there that's not being attacked like right now, that had been being attacked with death spells day and night, all day and all night, because they can't recover. All of them are on their ass laid out right now. They are completely exhausted. Latoya, Intuitive Goddess 333, when she came back on after doing all them goddamn death spells she was doing in somebody's neighborhood, look, she almost lost her voice. She could barely even talk. Her throat was hurting so goddamn bad when she came back on and did a reading. Yep, I said it. She could barely even talk. Her throat was hurting her so bad after doing all them goddamn death spells with her goofy Ursula, the sea witch from the Little Mermaid ass. Death spell after 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 death spell. They are laid out on their ass, completely exhausted right now. Tell me more about the situation. They're heartbroken at your strength. They're heartbroken at your strength. The Page of Cups reverse. They're trying to gaslight and emotionally manipulate people. Oh, I'm okay. I wouldn't do nothing that I wouldn't be okay. But no, ain't nothing wrong with me. I'm just as strong as I'm strong. They gaslighting people, but they are heartbroken. Somebody is heartbroken because they did all them damn death spells on you. They did all them death spells on you, and it only brought the burden upon them. It brought look, they are burdened right now and heartbroken because they thought, just keep them coming. Keep on, keep go. Come on, don't stop. When you don't worry, keep going. I'm getting your backup. All right, y'all, come on. You ready? You ready to go? All right, get it going. Keep it going, because I'm about to give them a break. Keep it going. All right, now you take your break. Y'all go eat. Y'all go rest for a couple hours because when they get tired, I'm gonna bring you back in. Child, these little cults that they have orchestrated and organized in your community. They was riding their ass. They was on. They were doing death spell after death spell after death spell, day and night, non-stop, since before the full moon, child. They're pathetic. And now the only person burdened is them. Oh, High Priestess, they don't like you. High Priestess, they just can't believe your strength. Like, they can't sleep right now. They're like, I don't believe this. How can nothing touch her? She shouldn't be able to talk right now. They even thought about threatening you, like literally calling you on the phone and threatening your life. Child, I know I wish somebody would call me on the phone and threaten my life or say something to me to threaten me. I wish. Because I'm QUAN. Anything you tell me not to do, I'm going to do it. Anything you tell me not to say, I'm going to say it. So you best just keep your thoughts to yourself and not say shit to me. I'm not the one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to threaten. I promise you I'm not, because these mofos been trying to kill me for the longest, unprovoked. Even before I was online doing cars, they were already trying to kill me. I have no reason to practice discretion. I have no reason to shut my mouth. Well, maybe we should threaten her, like we're gonna kill her. Tell her, please threaten me. Please threaten me. Because whatever you threaten me and tell me not to do, I'm gonna immediately do it. And I'm gonna overdo it and spit in your face. That's just who I am. Please tell me not to do something. Please threaten me. Because then I'm going to go hard to do it on purpose just because I'm insulted that you threatened me. Somebody can't sleep because they just don't understand from whence cometh your help, High Priestess. They don't understand. It doesn't make sense to them. And now they want to avoid a tower. What else, Holy Spirit? Tell me more about the situation with the Ten of Wands. What's going on with this Ten of Wands? What are these burdens that they dealing with their stupid self? Please threaten me. Oh, I'm the one to threaten. I promise you. You better not say nobody else's name. Really? What's your name? Why you want to know my name? I just told you I'm going to kill you if you say my name. Yeah, I know. I heard you. What's your name? Tell me your name. Tell me your name. So go ahead, threaten me and tell me your name and tell me not to say your name, because I'm going to get a t-shirt printed with your name on it and I'm going to wear it. And then I'm going to do a marathon reading and I'm going to only talk about you. You should know me by now. I'm not the one to threaten. God gave me a voice and I'm going to use it. It's a reason God put me here. And it's a reason God gave me my intuition and a voice and a fearless heart. Love is the opposite of fear. When you got all the love, you don't have nothing to fear. Somebody got to balance something out. An Aquarius. So there's an Aquarius that got to balance something out. Temperance, or something got balanced that an Aquarius tried to send toward you. Yup. Double confirmation with this Aquarius energy. The wheel and the star, the hermit reverse. This Aquarius is so depressed right now. This Aquarius energy is so depressed right now because they got something got balanced. The King of Swords. This might be a masculine. They are so upset right now because they can't recover. Something somebody did they cannot recover from. They did to a hermit. Y'all better be careful of them hermits. Somebody could have done something to you in the past or orchestrated something in the past. Child, when I told y'all about the vision God showed me about where I used to live at, that wasn't a dream that I had. That was in broad daylight, a vision of, like, you know how John the Baptist was taken up on the Isle of Patmos. When I tell you, it was a vision while I was meditating that they vividly showed me. So it's not something like this might happen. This is going to happen. And this is, I don't know if they had a list or a roster of people that they have to go collect for whatever reason out their home. But something in the near future is going to be going on. And there are going to be a whole bunch of immigrants that are going to be militarized as police officers or some kind of authority in certain places in the US of A. And they're going to be granted weapons and authorization to go take people out their homes and put them in cages. I know y'all like, what? Girl, shut up. No. That was a real vision they showed me. And these were Black people that were being marched into they were large cages, but these were Black people that were being marched into cages by these immigrants. Well, they look like immigrants, but these people work for the government. They showed me that vision almost 20 years ago. 20 years ago, they showed that one to me. And it was specifically in that place in Prince George's County. What are the messages? These spiritual gifts come from God, baby. Born with them. Somebody's shocked. Somebody's shocked that they couldn't take you down because your spiritual gifts come from God. That's why. Yo, I can't make this up. That's why. They're shocked that they couldn't take you down with energy weapons. When the spells ain't spelling, use energy weapons. For some of these people, you are so divine and your DNA is so unique and you're so strong and gifted spiritually that spell work alone, even using up to 300 people, ain't even enough for your energy. That they got to even cheat when they're already cheating. And they have to use sound wave technology to vibrate you. It's not just the spell work. The vibration for some of you all is spell work in addition to sound wave weapons they're using against you. This is why they fear you. They're like, I can't take this bitch out with an energy weapon and spell work at the same time. Yeah, the remote neuro monitoring. Yep, that's all Elon Musk. That's all Elon Musk and his monkeys. That's all Elon Musk and his monkeys. Oh, what? That's old, child. Voice to skull. They was doing, that's old back in the day. Child, I mean, and even before voice to skull, I mean, telepathy was always a thing. But yeah, voice to skull, absolutely. I remember reading about that back in the day when they were studying frequencies and how a radio works. And how if a radio could emit sound waves, then why can't you carry something directly into someone's brain? Oh, they've mastered that voice. That's, look, don't laugh at me, but y'all know I've never used a Bluetooth in my ear, and I refuse to. I don't trust a lot of these technologies because I know that some of them do certain things to your inner ear and certain nerves inside of you. And it does things in parts of your brain neurologically. And a lot of people don't pick up on or see some of the effects that technology has. Those things that people put on their eyes, I don't put that on my eyes. I don't use that either. You know, it's something you look inside, or I can't think of the name of it. I don't use any of that stuff on my body. And I refuse. I use old-fashioned plug-in earphones. And I refuse to upgrade to a Bluetooth. My daughter was trying to get me to use put that Bluetooth device in my ear. She was like, Mommy, let me show you something. Put it in your ear. And the minute she put it in my ear, she said, see, it creates a different kind of sound outside of you, like real far away. And it sounds like the sound's coming from somewhere. I was like, oh, hell no. Because I know it's doing something to you neurologically. Just like, you know, you have certain nerves even that are so sensitive around your brain and your ears and your eyes. There are certain nerves under your eyelids even that are very sensitive. And the reason they've changed the alarm clocks from red to that blinding blue color, along with the police blue. It used to be a different color blue, but they changed all the police blue colors to that same blue on those alarm clocks. And damn near everything you plug in now is that bright, blinding blue color, because it's doing something to your eyes neurologically. That's why anytime I'm driving and I see police with the lights on, I shield my eyes. I always shield my eyes from those blue lights. Those are not normal blue lights. Those blue lights are meant to do something to you neurologically. I don't know the exact breakdown, but I know when I was first exposed to those blue lights, because I didn't grow up with those. I grew up with the old police cars with the normal blue color. When they changed from the normal blue color to that weird blue, electric blue, and it started messing with me neurologically, I said, oh, I see what they're doing. And damn near all technology now, they're trying to have that bright blue light, even on your charger and your power strip. All of them have those blue lights. I cover that shit up because it does do something to you neurologically, and so does that some of those Bluetooth devices that you put in your ears. Oh. Your illegal conservatorship established in a Southeast state. Somebody might have tried to establish an illegal conservatorship over someone in a Southeast state. What are the messages? It was a contract that somebody had on your life, meaning to control you. Somebody was supposed to be able to get control over you through the court system for someone in a Southeast state. And this was a contract someone had on you, a bad business offer that they accepted. They wanted to have sex with this person. Oh, spiritual gifts, stolen inheritance. Got it. So somebody might have wanted you to have sex with someone or get in a relationship with someone so that they could do some spell work to make you go crazy or something, so that they could get some kind of illegal conservatorship over you because you were born with your spiritual gifts. Okay. And someone they gave a contract to. So somebody that could be a part of a cult or might be working with that cancer, they signed a contract to get control over you, but they would need you to have sex with somebody so they could do magic to you by connecting to you spiritually. And then I have courthouse or video court. We're going to see what this is all about real quick. And then something here about stocks and bonds and a loan. So tell me about this spiritual gifts and stolen inheritance. Okay, they want me to pull these cards again. Somebody, your gifts was supposed to go to somebody. You were, whoever you are, you were born with your spiritual gifts or abilities, and somebody wanted them. Clarify stolen inheritance, spiritual gifts. Who was trying to get somebody's gifts? Somebody's foster parent. So somebody might have a foster parent that may have wanted to take their spiritual gifts. Somebody might have had your mother. Okay, somebody might have had a foster mother. Somebody could have had a foster mother and they could have fostered a gifted child. Somebody might be Vietnamese. Somebody could be Japanese. Somebody might be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Someone might be in the FBI. Somebody might be in the collective. Someone might be an iPhone or Android employee. Clarify spiritual gifts, stolen inheritance. This is you, Empress, High Priest, Emperor. This could be a man or a woman. Someone is Central American descent. Someone might be of Central American descent. Elon Musk. I can't make it up. I can't make it up. Somebody might be from a Northwest state, USA. I cannot make it up. Chinese. I can't make it up. This is your son. This is the frenemy, secret hater. Somebody might be someone's frenemy, secret hater. I knew Elon Musk was going to pop out here. I knew he was. By the way, karma is just getting started for them doing this to you. Whoever I'm talking about, karma is just getting started for these reprobate-minded people. I'm going to jump right on in. So I saw someone that's of Central American descent here. Somebody is Vietnamese. Somebody is Japanese. Those are just some of the energies that I saw here. I got Elon Musk here. I have Chinese here and USA Northwest State. Need I say more? Let's start with Elon Musk because I know that's what you want to see. Clarify Elon Musk, please and thank you. Clarify Elon Musk. The Page of Swords. This has to do with communication. It could be something online. Someone could be being watched. Judgment. The Fool. Somebody took a risk to do something, and now someone's under judgment. This could be spiritual judgment. It's a missed opportunity. It was a missed opportunity for somebody. Clarify Elon Musk. Somebody thought that this Knight of Pentacles or this type of work was a good investment. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. Clarify this Knight of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, but the World card's over. Somebody was doing something that was unfair and unequitable with your work to back you in a corner financially. It doesn't mean he was personally, it means the money and the orchestration and the people that he was working through to cause problems for your work and your job and your ability to make money so that you'd be backed into a corner and forced to collaborate with someone sexually or get in a relationship so you could not be homeless. They were doing something to your money. But the World card is over. They're not going to be able to do this to you anymore. But this is where it was coming from, Elon Musk, because he needed your energy through sex. But if you're independent man or woman and you conserve your energy and no one has sexual access to you, he can't get the energy he needs. And he can't use you as a science experiment. So he was utilizing different people to affect your work, whatever you do for money, to stay independent. What else? He wanted to win at all costs, but he can't see he's under judgment right now. He's under spiritual judgment for this shit. He feels defeated about this. What else for Elon Musk? He can't balance the situation with Gangstalking illusion no more. The Seven of Cups. He cannot balance the situation by creating any more illusions around you. By paying all these people. He didn't get his wish fulfillment, which was your energy. Bitch, the Chariot. Elon Musk is a Cancer sun sign. Can't make this shit up. Told you. If you do something online, for money, he was doing something, he was financing or working with people to do something that was unfair and unequitable so he could drive you into the poorhouse. So that you open up them legs or unzip your zipper and they could get sexual access to you and study your damn DNA and study your energy. Tell me about this person from Central America. Somebody's closed emotionally right now because they're in the Five of Pentacles. So this must be someone that was helping, that was a part of this orchestration against you, that was taking action, the Ace of Wands. Yup. But you kicked this person out of your energy. So this could be someone that was spiritually attacking you. Or this is someone that wanted you to take action with them. Okay? Central America, that's Panama. Somebody might be from Panama. Somebody could be from Panama, Nicaragua. I think a portion of Mexico would be considered Central America. or any Central American country, somebody didn't want to let something go. They wanted you to take action with them, but they couldn't get you because they have broken thinking and a reprobate mind. And they're closed emotionally right now because they're not going to get paid any money to create conflict. Somebody wanted to connect with you sexually, either in the spirit or the physical, so that they could create a conflict in your life and get paid. This is the type of stuff, the money that comes down from Elon Musk finances, whoever this person from Central America is. But they are fired, and now they're in the Five of Pentacles, this person from Central America. Tell me about somebody's foster parent, foster mother, more specifically. Tell me about someone's, somebody has a foster mother that was very destructive and reckless with their foster child. What did they do? They were working with these people. They worked together with these people to make somebody go away. There could have been some foster mother that could have done something to their foster child to make them run away or to push them away or something. Maybe to push them in the ocean so that they be in a situation of vulnerability and isolation. Someone's foster mother worked together with other people to make somebody go away. Tell me about this foster mother. It's given an energy like trying to trigger your foster child. You can be a young adult, an adult. This could have been when you were younger, older, teenager, whatever. It's like doing something to try to trigger somebody to make you go away. This is a tactic that can be used by anybody that's in charge of caring for somebody to get you out there in a vulnerable situation, isolated and alone, in the hopes that you'll turn into some kind of prostitute, a young man or a young woman. Tell me about this foster mother. This foster mother of someone's accepted an offer that somebody made to them to do something in somebody's life, but they felt where they'd feel defeated. The Ace of Wands, they feel defeated because it didn't have the effect on someone they thought it would. Okay, they didn't want to let go of something, trying to create some kind of injustice. Someone might have Libra in their chart or any other sign. Somebody couldn't defend their actions, or somebody couldn't stand their ground and defend an injustice that was done to somebody. The Lovers, someone could have Gemini in their chart. What's the Lovers? Oh, they were trying to get somebody to take action. Somebody's foster mother did something to try to push somebody out or away, to put them in a situation where they would partner up with somebody and become sexually active with someone so that they could most likely get their energy. And this foster mother cooperated. Yeah, a Page of Pentacles reverse. Yeah, somebody wanted, it's like someone wanted their foster child on a criminal path and to have to even compromise their sex in order to survive. This was by intention. Whatever this foster mother did, it was by intention, whether it was just unspoken verbal, whether it was body language or giving someone a certain type of energy to make them feel unwanted, or trying to orchestrate something or making someone uncomfortable. Whatever this foster mother did, it was intentional and deliberate so that somebody would go into a life of crime and then people would have sexual access to somebody. This Page of Pentacles reverse, right? They were doing that on purpose because they wanted this person to get out there and have to compromise themselves sexually. But this person is about to get justice in their life because the scales are being balanced for them. and this foster mother's having a tower. Because whoever this person is I'm talking to, you kick this person out your energy. Yep. And they couldn't defend their actions. Whatever they did to push you away or out, they couldn't defend their actions. It was an injustice. And now something's not going in their favor with the sun reverse. Clarify, this is your son? Was this somebody's son? Was this a young man? Somebody is a priest or a high priestess energy, the Hierophant. Okay. Someone could be a Taurus, or somebody could be a Hierophant. The Queen of Wands reversed. The Hierophant could represent the police, the court system. Somebody had a plan. Somebody was trying to plan something, maybe in the court system. This could have even been to get an illegal conservatorship over someone by saying that they were a prostitute or something, to create an imbalance. Someone could have Sagittarius in their chart. There's a Knight of Cups in reverse here, and then the Empress. There could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Libra, or someone pregnant. Someone might have wanted someone to get pregnant so that someone could have access to someone to drain them. Somebody might have wanted someone to have sex with someone's son and get pregnant by someone's son. Somebody could have wanted someone to get pregnant by someone's son so that they could have sexual access to them. But somebody moved forward and they can't get a judgment reverse. Because they couldn't create an illusion for whoever this person is. And now somebody can't recover because they got clarity that this is what was being done to them. Yep, they're aware. Because this person is spiritual. Whoever this person is spiritually gifted. This is some kind of priestess or high priestess or priest. This could be a man or a woman. Someone wanted someone to have sex, maybe with someone's son, so that they could have access to someone's energy. Tell me about this bad contract. The Nine of Cups. Somebody turned down an offer, rejected an offer, and somebody's okay. Somebody was okay with someone rejecting an offer. This is someone could be an Aquarius practitioner of some kind. Somebody's okay. Somebody turned down someone's offer. Okay, because someone does not know how to regulate their emotions. And someone's very emotionally manipulative too. Clarify the Nine of Cups. Somebody was okay turning down somebody's offer. So somebody was okay turning down an offer from somebody. Somebody could have gotten fired from a job, or someone is not working with someone anymore. Someone could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Someone could be a King of Pentacles. Somebody was okay with not working with somebody anymore. The Death card reversed. Somebody might, I don't know, somebody might be going through a transformation or something. Yeah, somebody might have been going through some kind of transformation. Death also speaks about transformation. Somebody might have been going through some kind of transformation and getting victory and success and moving forward in their life. And they were okay with turning down an offer from an Aquarius because they know that they're emotionally manipulative and can't regulate their emotions. And they felt defeated because someone turned down an offer. They made them an offer to do something to sacrifice someone. Someone could be a Pisces. Somebody could be a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Okay, someone could be a Hermit energy. and they accept that. Someone could be a Libra. Yep, somebody's okay. It's like somebody's okay with something. The Emperor, someone might be now standing in their power. The Emperor, somebody might be standing in their own power right now. Okay, someone could be a Scorpio. Someone could have Scorpio and Aries in their chart. Somebody could have a Scorpio and Aries placement in their chart. In the past, that was okay with turning down an offer from an Aquarius. And this caused a huge imbalance in Tower. This caused a huge imbalance in Tower. So somebody made somebody a contract. They offered them a bad contract in the past, and they had a Tower, and they were okay with turning down an offer and getting fired and not working for this Aquarius anymore. Okay, somebody could have Aries and Aries or Scorpio placement in their chart. What is this about a courthouse? This frenemy, secret hater energy. Ooh. Tell me about this courthouse. Tell me about this courthouse. Somebody has very bad karma right now. This might be an Aquarius that wanted to win at all costs, trying to create some kind of an illusion. Somebody created some kind of an illusion in a courthouse to get an illegal conservatorship over somebody. They might have used someone that could have been a frenemy of yours, a secret hater, someone that really hated you. Clarify this frenemy, secret hater. Somebody could have Aquarius in their chart, or someone that's dealing with bad karma. People are not working with this person anymore, and they missed an opportunity, and they're going to have to rebuild their life now from nothing. Yep, and it's because they were doing death spells on you, back to back to back to back, and all of their magic backfired. That's what they get for being a frenemy, secret hater, and now they're walking away because it's over. Tell me about these stocks and bonds. What are these stocks and bonds? All right, this is something from the past. Maybe this is some inheritance of somebody's. What about these stocks and bonds? Something's over. There's somebody here that made an offer to maybe a Leo. Someone could have a Leo Pisces placement in their chart. Someone didn't want to let something, that's why they didn't want to let something go, because the person they were celebrating with, maybe they have a lot of stocks and bonds and money, but because they failed their mission in taking you down, they're not getting it, and they feel powerless because they showed their hand. They exposed their group. Got it. Yeah, they were supposed to do this operation without being detected by you and what they were doing, but they blew their cover, and you were completely aware of the activities that were being orchestrated in your life. Therefore, you knew how to defend and protect yourself because you knew exactly what these people's goal was and what they were trying to do to you. So because of that, this Leo is now not going to get some investment, and neither are any of these King of Pentacles reverse squatters that were in your neighborhood or community. They promised these people a lot of money, okay? But you stood your ground against all of them, whoever you are. This Knight of Wands, yeah, all these people that were following you around in that night energy of Cancer, a fire sign, a Leo, and those night energies, and the King of Pentacles reverse squatter energies, all these, and those South Americans, all those people that were following you around and attacking you spiritually, they couldn't keep it hidden, and they're all backstabbed and betrayed now. Every last one of them is backstabbed and betrayed. The Dominicans and everybody, they're all wounded warrior. You gave them the energy they was looking for. Whoever these people were, everything that they was looking for, you made sure you gave it to them. This is because of your spiritual gifts and stolen inheritance. They wanted to take your spiritual abilities and gifts. Oh, I already showed you who it was, Elon Musk. That I already clarified that. So people be doing the most. Give me a final message, Holy Spirit. Final message, please, and thank you. Final message. Somebody is losing sleep or they're really stressed out right now because they can't balance the situation with work or whatever they were working on. They can't balance the situation. Some weirdo because they're no longer a viable partner or option. They're no longer compatible with whoever they were partnering up with. Final message. Yup, there it is. Elon. This is Elon Musk. So he's losing sleep because y'all throwing him off because he can't get access to y'all energy. And the people that he was working with, you know, to win at all costs. This is what came out in the beginning of the reading again. To win at all costs, he was supposed to be able to pay these people and orchestrate something to stop you from moving forward and to trap you. But he couldn't. Final message. Now he's going to try to avoid a tower. I don't know. I don't have time for this. I would never. I would never. Yep. He can't defend. He can't defend his actions. He can't defend what he was doing online. This could be the NSA tracking you and following you. He can't defend it. And they know it's proven that you've been tracked everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, you've been tracked. He knows it's the truth. He knows every time you go to the grocery store, every time you get in a car, walk anywhere you go, a whole bunch of people follow you because they're tracking you through the NSA, and he can't defend these actions. And he's closed emotionally for doing this with his weirdo android self. Final message. It's over. The world card. Yup. The Ace of Swords. The card that fell on the floor is the Fool reverse. He's not going to get another new start doing this to you. And this Aquarius is not either that he contracted to do this to you. Give me a sec. I'm going to pick up that Fool card off the floor. So the final message is he's closed emotionally right now. Of course, he's going to deny ever having people in the NSA tracking and following you every goddamn where. But he's closed emotionally right now. Okay. This Aquarius was unable to get your energy for him. And this is the truth I have told you in the clarity, the Ace of Swords. He's not going to get a new start trying to trap you to get your energy, the Fool in reverse. Because the World card, God said this is over. I'm Kuan Yin, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. I said what I said. Okay, so anyone that would like to join me for this prayer, you may. This affirmation: I show gratitude for waking me up another beautiful day. I show gratitude for my collective of the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for exposure of these demons. I show gratitude for the Most High God, Yahweh, Yeshua, Jehovah. I show gratitude for earth, wind, and fire, both the group and the elements. I show gratitude for the favor and the protection that comes with being and abiding in the highest vibration of love. I show gratitude for love. I show gratitude for love. I'm going to say it again. I show gratitude for love, the greatest gift. O Holy One, the Moon, Lavana Nana, who sits at the head of Mercury, Venus, the Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. I show gratitude for each and every planet that God placed here with its unique energies and frequencies and vibrations that help get our prayer requests and affirmations granted. We show gratitude for waking us up another beautiful day, gratitude for the beauty of the sun and all other creations. We show gratitude for favor, health, a righteous mind, divine protection, and success today. Right now, I command and come in agreement by this verbal spoken contract that today, anything I speak, touch, seek to do, or accomplish, it will be blessed, it will manifest to the fullest, and it will flourish. All things I put my energy into today will prosper, will be successful. Anyone that is destined to help me will contact, locate, get through, and reach me today. Every door will open for me today, and every obstacle and the creators of challenges in my life will be blocked, disabled, ejected instantly out of my energy, and stopped from interfering and slowing my progress. Right now, today, I command every blocked communication, message, mail, way, and passage right now to be forced open and made available to me. I command every and anything being hidden or kept from me to be revealed and exposed. I decree and declare by the authority of Christ Jehovah that any and all enchantments of witchcraft put against me, every curse, every bewitchment, every hex and spell, every picture, every demonic altar, every candle, every curse, every item referencing my name, my situations this day being sent or directed toward me to affect my progress, my energy, my body, mind, or spirit, to cause any financial, spiritual, or physical imbalance to my life, be ye canceled out, nullified, and neutralized. Catch fire! Burst into flames, burn the ashes to the ground, and scatter! Right now, in the name of Christ, Jehovah, I decree and declare that every demonic contract that was made or attached to me in the dream state last night be reversed and undone by fire, severed and separated, and destroyed and rendered null and void by holy fire of my Kundalini violet flame, which is my Holy Spirit that I invoke with my holy words. Kadus, kadus, kadus. I reject every form of demonic oppression and bondage right now in the name of Jesus. I decree and declare today, Christ's light, energy, and fire encamp and encircle me as a divine barrier of protection from the crown of my head to the sole of my feet, that no other force can or may penetrate. I dedicate this day unto Christ Jehovah by my Kundalini violet flame of my holy fire, which is my Holy Spirit, that I invoke with my holy words. Abatachin hoy, besamai mitano, sameyi kadis, mangista timta, fakadit, besamai, in the hornet, in the hu, bamadar to whom. Yolet in jera chinin sitanzade, badela chinanim, ye kur, belin, inya, ya bedalunin, ye kur, in deminil. What a fatanam, at tagban, kakafu, adeninji, mangis yantanatana, Highland, Mizganam, Levele Alemu, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusam, and Amlak, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusam, and Amlak, Amen. Boxum, Boxum, Memphis, Kadusam, and Amlak, Amen. Let nothing and no one stand against me. Umima, you are always on time, and you will always abandon the 99 for the one. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. Let every tongue that rise up against me in judgment be thou condemned. For greater is he that is within me than he that is within this world. Surely he shall deliver thee from the fowler's snare and from the deadly noisome pestilence. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and let those that love it eat the fruit thereof. Let death seize upon them, and let them go straight into hell. The sun will not spite me by day, nor the moon by night. Right now, I take authority over every witchcraft attack being sent toward me and my collective of the highest vibration of love by sun and by moon. Let it burst into flames and scatter. I shall prosper and be in good health. Every pre-witchcraft attack, let it be cut off and diminished by fire. Every witchcraft attack going on in my life right now, and in this live and environment right now, let its power be banished and destroyed by my authority in Christ. Right now, I cancel every dark, evil projection into my life and environment, into my home. Let every force of darkness get and flee from my life and my home and around me. Abracadabra, catch fire in the name of Yeshua. Witchcraft powers sponsoring repeated problems and attacks shall not come to pass, neither shall it stand. Catch fire right now. Every waster assigned to waste my life and time. Catch fire, scatter right now. Every projection of witchcraft over my health and energy, scatter right now by fire. I command peace, strength, and tranquility throughout this day and throughout this week. We dedicate this day unto Christ, Jehovah. Right now, we renounce all ties to witchcraft sent to and at us by the authority and power of Christ, Jehovah. I break every tie, connection, and agreement with every enchantment of witchcraft pit against us right now. I nullify and neutralize every curse spoken. Split and remove the tongue of our curses. Let their power be banished. Let it fall to the ground and scatter, be rendered powerless and ineffective. Let the effects of witchcraft on our body, mind, and spirit be reversed and undone. Right now, I decree and declare complete freedom and healing for me and my collective of the highest vibration of love. For our children, we are completely restored to wholeness, financially, spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And we are divinely protected on every plane through every energy body connected to us, from the crown of our head to the sole of our feet, mote its beat. Let every demonic spirit get from around me right now. Umima is a consuming fire. I release Christ's fire on every demonic spirit using anyone or anything to cause me any spiritual, financial, or physical imbalance to my life. I flood this prayer and this live right now with Christ's light, fire, and power for strength, speed, and impact. Mote it be, so shall it be. I now close all portals and sever all energetic cords that no longer serve me, and I fully reclaim my divine power, sovereignty, and light. May the blessings be. By the light of the eternal flame, I release all ties that bring me pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain, I reclaim my power whole and sane. Through ancestral lines I now ascend. All wounds and shadows I transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. I walk in light, I clear my way. With sovereign will, my soul is free. It's protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, by sea. I am whole, I am pure, I am free. May the blessings be, mote it be, so shall it be. Ashe. Much love, collective. Holy, holy, holy. I know that's right, Empress Love Love. Kadus, kadus, kadus. Kadus means holy. Kadus, kadus, kadus. That means holy in Amharic, is Ethiopian language. Thank you so much. You won't believe it's me. Empress Love Love, Empress High Priestess, Fox, that one. I missed you guys over the weekend. Diane Garrison, Crystal Davis, what's it say? Soul Survived. I know that's right. Vicky M. Sanford Cobb, Lori Taylor, Jessica B. Let me tell y'all, Angie Sky, I thank each and every last one of you for your love, for your light, for your energy. Your energy, it's more precious than silver and gold. I'm telling you. Uh, unless you've experienced some of these things we talk about on here, you would think we was crazy and making this mess up. You would really, really think that we done lost our mind. But it's the year 2025, and this is where we are with technology right now. If I tried to talk to you about brain implants and some of the things that are in the news and common just 10 years ago, 15 years ago, y'all would have said, I have a chemical imbalance and I'm paranoid and crazy. You know, all secrets are out. They can't gaslight nobody about the things they orchestrate and the things they do. I posted a news story about those people in St. Louis when they had that mysterious fog in their neighborhoods and communities that they were testing in this all black community. And they kept gaslighting people about these chemtrails and things for the longest. Like, whatever. Stop spreading a whole bunch of conspiracy theories. You sound like a nut. This, that. But now the truth is out about how they use radioactive gas and other things and experimented, and they can't deny it now. And nobody in the military, no one in the government is wanting to talk. No one's wanting to reimburse financially or anything. We cannot be gaslit that these people go this far to control and for control and for power. So when I talk to you about the new way to infiltrate societies, countries, and communities, you know I'm telling the truth. And it's not off from the truth. That's exactly what they're trying to do. Find a new way to control the masses and to infiltrate countries, because the religion thing is no longer working. The brainwashing everybody and having everybody, the illusions are all falling off. And it's going to be hard to dominate and control when you don't have the mind of the masses and everybody's getting downloads and everybody's self-awareness is expanding and growing beyond the universe that we're in. And people are aware of all of the tactics that were used on different people all over the world for a long time for control, for power, for domination by different people and different races at different times. You understand? But now that we're all aware of this, it's absolutely not far-fetched at all that they would utilize this new method of infiltrating using organized spiritual cults and covens coming in just as innocent people that want to hand out that, oh, can we just sit in your country? Don't worry, the United States is going to feed us and house us. They'll give you money to let us stay here. Why can't you go in your country? The United States can give you money in your country. Whatever they want to do in Africa, they can do it in your country. Why do you need to be in an African country doing this? You're going to have to make it make sense for me, because there's no government subsidies for the people that live there. So, and there are barely jobs for the people that live there. So you're going to have to make it make sense for me why you need to drop 250 immigrants from South America or any other country into an African country or anywhere else. You're going to have to make it make sense, because that is, you can't use missionaries. You can't use Christian missionaries anymore. That's how you're going to infiltrate. That's your plan to infiltrate governments by, we'll feed them. Don't worry, we'll feed and house them by giving you aid in your country. No, they're going to infiltrate your country, and they're going to do it using witchcraft and spell work and methodically and strategically go after key people in key positions doing witchcraft and spell work, and they will further corrupt your country. And the poor people in your country, they're not going to be able to turn money down, so they're going to work together with those immigrants. That's the plan. I'm telling you, this is their new way of finding ways to infiltrate their way in, to dominate countries that have the most resources and the best weather for growing. And y'all know, y'all know, Africa is the most wealthy continent on the planet because of its natural resources that's able to back their dollar, their resources in the ground. And it's not just that, organized Africa can close its borders and survive. It doesn't have to import, export. It does, but it doesn't have to. They've got everything there. And they don't get the same type of natural disasters as islands and a lot of other places in the world. The landmass of Africa, they don't get the type of natural disasters that they get in other places. So it's one of the best places, to farm, to grow food, to mine minerals and metals and things used to make things. You understand? So a lot of people want it, and a lot of people want to infiltrate. Guys, I love you, but I'm really hungry. I am QUAN, and this is I Have No Cut Cards Tarot. You all have a very blessed and safe day.